And fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white, officially weighing in at 118 pounds. As a professional, 24 victories. With 16 knockouts, only one defeat. From General Santos City, Philippines, Nonito, the Philippine Flash Donaire.
Gentlemen, I remind you, protect yourselves at all times and obey my commands. Okay, good luck. We're going 12 rounds. Touch them up.
You know, looking at the two guys, yeah, I just, in the lobby and stuff, Donaire always strikes me as the bigger guy, 5'6", some say 5'7", but Sidorenko looks pretty wiry and strong. And again, he's been at bantamweight a long time.
You ready?
Donaire is the more athletic of the two. A little more versatile of the two fighters. You can see he's much bigger as they come out to center ring. Even though, as Nick said, he's coming up to meet a guy who's been up at the bantamweight. He's going to easily grow into the 122 and 126 pound divisions, Nick.
Oh, definitely. He has a height. You know, he has the body to be able to put on muscle. So it'll work to his advantage.
Gennaro, it's so early, but some key points that Sidorenko has to do to topple this guy. I mean, it would be a big upset.
But one thing he has to do is you know, he has to get in there and work that body, work the body, try to figure out what's going to slow down Nonito. And you see that jab of Nonito, the way he shoots it and he drops that hand. He needs to be able to counter right away.
Yeah, I agree. That left hand, he has a habit of dropping it where he thinks it's in his comfort zone, but maybe a counter right hand from Sidorenko.
Well, but then again, to land that counter, I mean, Nonito's so aware of everything that comes to him that he has quick reaction, quick reflexes. That makes it a problem for any fighter.
I agree. And then you throw in that speed of his hand speed is excellent. Which, to allude to Rich's earlier point about moving up in class.
Good lift.
Oh, he's wobbled Sidorenko already. Sidorenko's covering up. He's trying to blast back. But
it's to the tempo. It's to the top of the head.
Well, let's see now. Donaire said this is entertainment. He could close the show here. There's so much time left. Halfway through round one.
Sidorenko's legs really went, though. They are not underneath.
Oh, and he's eating shots here.
Another left.
Trying to come back. Donaire with the time.
He's done.
Yeah, and he should finish the job. Left hook. And that left hook is his most powerful, but he strung some right hands together as well. Donaire very patient, not getting ahead of himself, not punching himself out. But look at how red the face of Vladimir Sidorenko is.
I mean, those are shots that are being landed on top of the head. They're not landing on the jaw, or else I think he would have been knocked out. These are shots that are actually being landed on top of the skull, on top of the head, and his equilibrium is totally way out.
Each time he got hit hard, you could see the right leg of his kind of stiffen up and skip a couple of inches.
Oh, Sidorenko looks
good right hand.
A nice right hand, a short right hand that landed. There's 30 seconds or more left in this round for Nonito Donaire to finish explosively. I mean, he's had a tremendous first round, but fighting very much in control. And you would call it a 10-8 round with 20 seconds to go.
I'm glad you said that. This is a round judges should score 10-8.
But it may be a move.
And he's hurt again. He got hurt again.
Big right hand, right hand. Left hook, right hand.
Vicious overhand right.
Oh, look how wide. He's wobbly.
He's out.
It's
He's
over.
out. Look at his feet.
Hey!
It's over.
Look at me, you okay?
Left hook, right hand.
Bell saved him. Bell saved him.
Look.
I mean, look at the way he's walking back.
To me, watch the doctor.
I would stop that fight.
We'll go to the other corner eventually to watch the doctor in there.
Fucking looking sensation, okay? Let's keep doing that, all right? When you get him hurt, don't get wild.
Cut man, doctor, everybody taking a big look. Oh, he's so hurt. You don't have to speak Ukrainian to see this.
I mean, look at the vicious
overwhelmed.
overhand. Look at the vicious punches that Nonito's trying to land there.
This was early in the round when he was hurting him, and each time the legs of Sidorenko would betray him. You
We're
can
gonna
see.
see right
Now
here.
watch the
Right
knockdown.
there.
There's the overhand right
Look
now.
at
Watch,
that
he
hand.
crumples his leg underneath
wow.
him as well. He rolled over the leg, and the leg crumpled underneath him.
Well, that left hook right hand was just as good as it gets. Oh.
His legs are gone, though, and
Well, Donaire 35 of 69, Sidorenko 4 of 25, but that will be maybe the best he will do. It looked like his corner was just saying cover up.
You know, and in the corner of Nonito, they'd say that you're doing good. Just continue doing what you're doing. And I believe it's true. You know, just continue doing what you're doing. Relax. You know, you can overpower him and knock him out whenever you want.
Yeah, he just created openings there.
And that's the key, creating the openings, because as you see Sidorenko, he's not a terrible defensive fighter. He walks forward, but he's had his hands, they're always held high. They're on the sides of his face, up on the cheeks. Man, I've never seen him blown apart the way that he was right there.
That's well put.
But like you were saying, Nick, it's the hand, the guard was up there where it's supposed to be, but the punches were hitting on top of the head, and that's where the damage was being done.
Yeah, I just love Donaire the way this quick study. He had his opponent's pattern down within 30 or 45 seconds of his fight, and then he just went to serious work. And Sidorenko's got to do something drastically different, but he has the look of a man who doesn't have that answer. Comes forward. Oh, his face just looks like a piece of raw meat already. Donaire moves to his left. He'll whip that left hand, looking to unload maybe that hook off the jab. We'll see, but it's just single shots now from Nonito Donaire in red.
You know, when Nonito fought Raul Martinez earlier this year, it was the same kind of story. He just stormed out first round, took complete control, dropped Martinez a couple of times, but he didn't finish him until the fourth. He took this kind of patient attitude again and waited for the opening, and when he just nailed him with that uppercut.
Look at how red the face of Sidorenko is.
And there's blood mixed in with the red face.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a dangerous situation from a medical perspective. I've never seen a face that red. And it could be partially smeared blood. Oh, and here comes the Ukrainian fighting with desperation.
I mean, basically what you see right there is the makeup of a bloody nose getting painted all over the face of the fighter. I mean, look at that straight, stiff jab by Nonito.
Donaire's just smeared him. Donaire moving constantly to the left and working that left.
Well, Donaire is the painter, and the paintbrush is that left hand.
That is. Missing with the left hook, but nothing back from Sidorenko. So the second round, all Nonito Donaire, very much in control. I haven't seen him throwing his right hand at all, but
good.
Now he is. Oh, a right followed by a left. Down the stretch in round two, and he goes southpaw at the bell.
But Nonito doesn't need to be taking chances like this. Don't going wild like that, because there could be an accidental headbutt where he gets the bad cut.
Well, the other thing to consider, you know, he wants to get him out of here eventually. He doesn't want to risk hand injuries.
True.
Nonito's had a lot of hand injuries.
It's a matter of whenever you want, all right?
Here it is.
Okay? Take a deep breath. Breathe.
As we see, our co-main event, we're ready for it. And the WBC World Lightweight Championship, Humberto Soto, you're looking at him now. He'll put that title belt on the line against East LA's Urbano Antillon. That is our next fight on Top Rank pay-per-view here in Anaheim, California. Nick Charles, Rich Murata, and Gennaro Hernandez. And Gennaro, exactly what you said. We heard Robert Garcia. It's yours anytime you want.
Anytime he wants it, he's going to take it, but he just has to be careful, because Sidorenko, he tends to put his head forward, and that could be an accidental clash where he may get the bad end apart.
You know, he gave us a brief look at him at left-handed in that last round, switched into that southpaw stance. He did that in his last fight with Hernan Tyson Marquez, and to tell you the truth, I didn't think he looked very good when he went left-handed, and I thought he looked better just staying right-handed. I don't see any reason to change up.
Well, you know, he had a hip flexor injury there, and he said, you know, he alluded to us yesterday that it's not completely healed, perhaps, that he might switch. But Robert Garcia really doesn't want him to either. I agree, Rich.
Well, he tends to get wild when he switches.
Yeah.
That's the bad
Yeah, if
thing
you hit a
about
guy,
it.
if you catch a guy in transition that way, switching, you get closer, it's a different story. But it rarely works offensively. Nonito Donaire, all his way, a 10-8 round, we would say, 10-8 round. So it's all happening for him. And the Ukrainian Vladimir Sidorenko, and former bantamweight champion, his face is a mess already, and we're only in the third of a scheduled 12-rounder. Donaire with that left hand low, he'll pump that right hand over the left guard of Sidorenko, who's open for that right hand.
I got to give it to Sidorenko. He's actually going in there. He wants to look for the fight.
To him,
He's trying. He's trying. You know, there's no pointing him out because he is throwing some pretty good hard right hands that aren't landing, but at least his intentions are bad.
He's got that toughness in him, and it was apparent before this fight, and I'm glad he's carrying it out. But Donaire now, with blood between the eyes, probably the blood, I would say, most safely of his opponent. Donaire is punching what he wants, and Sidorenko, as you said, though, is trying to press the action a little bit. He's walking to Donaire, but not punching his way in.
Well, you know, he only had the 2 losses to Anselmo Moreno. Those
Good counter lift.
What a little left hand. That counter was a beauty.
And again, to the top of the head. It wasn't on the jaw.
And that little 16-inch hook, that's it.
He just cannot take the power of Donaire. Well, recently, who
Speed and
can?
power, speed and power.
All right, 40 seconds to go in a round. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at the welt on the right, below the right eye of Sidorenko. He's just puffed up, and he is a bloody mess. The doctor's going to take a real good look after this 3rd round. If he gets out of it. Donaire looking for that left again as he continues to move to his left.
I think Donaire has definitely become a better fighter since hooking up with Robert Garcia. He looks to me like he's got it all. He's the package, man.
Stop on the belt.
Speed, power, and smarts. I love his smarts in the ring.
Time!
2 knockdowns, 2 10-8 rounds as we head to the 4th. And look at that face.
Okay?
Еще раз тебе послушай меня. Вправо уходи, ты вправо все время попадай. Зачем ты подходишь без удара?
Should I try and translate what they're saying to him?
Well, I mean, what do you say strategically? Stop eating punches.
I'm thinking that they're trying to bob him. We even try to block him, move the head a little bit, and try to counter. Pick up that right hand. As we saw right now, he got hit with a left hook because his right hand wasn't up.
And watch the left hook now coming. Again, the leg goes underneath him. Look at that right leg.
Look at that speed.
And
Look at
his
that
punches
speed.
have to be a little more quicker because the right hand, he's throwing it, but it ain't coming back with speed.
You know, Nonito was not even going forward when he landed that punch.
But that's this beautiful hand speed that I think that's going to carry him against these bigger guys up the road. So Donaire, 76 of 206, connects through those rounds, 3 rounds. Power connects 46 shots. He's had Sidorenko down twice and practically out.
I thought the first round where he dropped on it, that was it. I thought he was going to finish.
We're in the 4th, the scheduled 12-rounder. At the Honda Center in Anaheim, California, it's Gennaro Hernandez, Rich Murata, and yours truly, Nick Charles. This is Top Rank pay-per-view. Glad you're enjoying it.
Sidorenko he's dead game, and he's talented, but he's completely outclassed.
Yep.
And the thing is he's a former world champion with successful defenses of the championship, and that gives you some indication of the validity of the high pound-for-pound rankings that Nonito Donaire is garnering now.
Absolutely, Rich.
And I want the other fighters to know, all these bantamweights, super bantamweights, and eventually featherweights, to be careful. Nonito is somebody they're going to have to be very, very
Got it
careful.
all, as we said.
Yes.
And Sidorenko digs a nice left hook to the body, so he's never stopped trying. But as we said, maybe he stopped believing long ago. Right hand by Donaire, but he's really pretty left-hand happy in this fight.
Well, he's seen that's the punch that actually hurt him, so that he's going to continue using it.
Yeah.
But he did get caught with that right hand right now. Kind of stopped himself right there.
Drives the Ukrainian.
I think that's enough. That is enough, folks.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Now
That's
blood
enough.
spewing from his mouth.
That's enough.
Nonito Donaire said,